Alright. Let's go.
It's getting significantly worse. In fact,
Yeah,
things have
it's always
escalated
been
so
bad.
quickly and gotten so bad that just being on a completely normal Discord server.
Hold on, let's see if it's loud enough. Hold on, let's see if it's loud enough. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Puts you at risk of being exposed to CSAM content. But to explain how we got here, I want to walk you through the timeline of events that led to this.
Why though?
Where
Why are
each
people this
stage
fucking
of the
weird?
timeline gets progressively worse and worse until we end up where we're at now, where you can just join a random Discord server and potentially be exposed to CSAM content.
How and why? Is there not mods or something? Don't there be mods all over these
It's not
fucking
even
channels?
a matter of if you see it, it's when you see it. It is that fucking bad. But first, let's start off with stage 0, how things were at the beginning. But there were Discord servers that would share CSAM content, but these were hidden in very dark web forms. You would have to be a predator to find these servers. And they would look a little
How
something
do
like
these
this.
servers
Now,
even exist? Hey, yo, I don't want to fucking see this shit. Hold on, hold on. I didn't even
have to be a predator to find these servers.
Okay.
You only have to be a predator, but this is sort of what it was like. This is a Discord server called the Mega Trading. Basically, predators on Discord will have a collection of CSAM content, and they will host it on a website called Mega. This is like Google Drive, Dropbox, but Mega is...
Yeah, I know a thing or two about Mega. But not in this instance. I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers got going on.
Is encrypted. And since it's encrypted, predators take advantage of that. And you can see from this screenshot here, this person sent a whole bunch of links, and inside of those links, they contain
60, 70 gigabytes. Holy fuck. I'm sure that motherfucker. Okay.
Folders, 69 gigabyte folders, 14 gigabyte folders that just contain files and files of videos and pictures of CSAM content. But what predators will do is they will find collection. These people are genuinely trade their of CSAMers that content. But what predators will do is they will find servers like this to trade their mega links. They are trying to expand their collection. These people are genuinely using Discord like LinkedIn for predators. Bro. Here's what I learned about B2B sales by engaging with predators. I'm going to get sued for this joke. Now just keep in mind, these servers always existed, but they were hard to find. So for you as a normal internet user, there was no risk for you being exposed to this stuff. And that's how things were. But let's get into the first stage of this horrible descent into
I like how that is labeled as the good times.
Discord's ever-growing CSAM problem. But there are websites where you can list your Discord server and advertise it, and people can go on these websites and look for Discord servers to join. And one that everyone knows about is called Discord. Now, Discord used to be horrible.
Never heard of it.
I Am Lucid, a YouTuber, had a video called Discord Has a CP Problem, which featured Discord and a whole bunch of horrible listings. In fact, Discord was still a problem after that video, a year after, that even I covered it in my own video. Now, fortunately, Discord isn't as bad anymore. I did find this
Wait, what even is that? Find your Discord community. I ain't clicking that. That's probably filtered.
Discord server, which was called Linkland. And considering the icon is of the Mega icon, you can put the pieces together. This was a Discord server that was sharing CSAM content. But good news, it got removed off Discord. But Discord isn't the only website where you can search for Discord servers. In fact, there's a website called Discadia. But if you search for something as simple as 13-17, talking about an age range, you can see this is the first result on my screen. Gay Boys Club Gateway. And I quote, a gay hangout server for you and your friends to hang out in air quotes and have fun. No girls. 13 to 17, definitely not even spelt correctly. That's how you can tell they're teenagers. 18 plus.
It's over. I'm going home. I'm moving back to my mama's house. I'll see y'all later. So woo.
This is already bad, but it gets worse. There's two problems with this sort of thing. First, if you are just a normal Discord user and you go on a Discord listing website like Discadia, there is statistically a chance that you might find a Discord server that has CSAM content. But the second problem with this is the fact that
Discord not have fucking...
See,
this is what I don't get. How do I get banned for posting some bullshit, but motherfuckers could literally post a child's nub on the fucking internet, and the FBI is not at their goddamn door. But I swear I'm getting tracked by Snapchat's fucking CIA investigations unit for posting a picture of fucking a cigarette when I was like, what,
by
16?
Google. Now, since we're talking about literally CSAM content, I am going to change the example a little bit so I don't go to fucking jail, but I'm going to search for e-girl Discord server. And you can see that the first search result is Discord. And if you keep scrolling down, there's top.gg, Discadia. These websites are indexed by Google, so all that means is that if a predator hears the name of a Discord
Yeah,
server,
they're
like
pushing
Mega
it.
Trading 9000 gazillion, they could just type that into Google with Discord at the end of it and find the server. So at this point in the timeline, it's easier for predators to trade their CSAM collections because it's easier for them to just Google search for servers. But for you as a normal Discord user, if you're on one of these websites like Discadia, there is a chance that you can just be exposed to CSAM because the website has moderation. The first fucking result that I found was illegal shit. Now, if you thought that was bad, fair warning,
Now,
no, it
what
gets
the
significantly
fuck do
worse.
these
In
little
fact,
ass
these
kids?
next two
I don't
stages that I'm
even
going to talk
know.
about on the timeline aren't due to predators. These problems are escalated because of teenagers themselves. Teenagers
Yeah,
have made the problem worse. And that's where I get to stage
I'm pretty sure
2.
it is the teenagers just literally what they're trying to troll. Like the fact that they think flooding servers with child porn is trolling is like so bad. Like that's not
server.
even a prank. That's a fucking
Now, just to
felony,
make it
my
clear, this is
guy.
like a top-level summary and is not exhaustive at all. But if you don't know what the Discord com is, let me give you an
.com.
Urban Dictionary definition of it because they do a better job than I can explain. Com is short for community. Com refers to communities that revolve around cybercrime and doxing. Coms are typically comprised of teenagers from the age ranges of 14 to 17 who would rather scam, sim swap, fraud, and engage in destructive behaviors instead of getting a real job. Sorry, I should probably be censoring that. That's a slur. Or skill. They are primarily made up of script kiddies and aggregate on games like Roblox, Minecraft,
What
and
the
VR
fuck was
chat
that?
because real-life socialization is scary. Basically, these guys are chronically online losers, and that's coming from me. I am already a loser, so these guys are really bad. But as I was
Same.
researching the CSAM problem, there was an article by Childlight who talked about how the CSAM economy is growing, and I want to point out something they said about teenagers specifically. They said, worryingly, this culture of collection...
Okay, see, this is my thing right here. If they know this is happening, can't the owner of the don't? All right, I might be stupid. Okay, I don't know shit. I wanted to get into technology, but I don't know the full extent to it. If I owned an app, a texting app, matter of fact, same as Discord, and I'm looking through it. I'm moderating my app. If I see motherfuckers doing this shit, they're white. AI is a thing. Put AI to good use for once. Slap it in your system to detect all that bullshit. Instant bans. Not even a fucking warning. Matter of fact, make it be like if they get banned, they got fucking police sent to their address immediately.
referring to predators is also...
But yeah, that's my thing. Can't they just wipe them? I'm so confused. I know it's gonna keep more people keep coming, but like, and they could keep making new accounts, but like this is crazy. They didn't. Someone had to delete their Discord recently because
appearing in the behavior of children with one another. In a joint project conducted in the United Kingdom, female youth described feeling pressured to send images, while male youth felt pressure to collect and distribute those images to achieve higher social value. So when you have these
what the
com
fuck?
kiddos or Discord e-gangsters, they feel insecure about their social
E-gangsters.
status, so they will distribute these images to achieve a higher social value. And that is deep-rooted in the Discord com, because if you go on a Discord com server, 50% of it are people talking about their toxic relationships and leaking CSAM content, and the other 50% are these dudes talking about how they're so rich, you, you're a poron, and they're gonna go, and
A
I quote,
poron.
band for band. But they have all this fraud money, and they'll usually spend it on like luxury watches and goods to, again, achieve higher social value. But with that fraud money, they will also pay e-girls for nude photos to, again, get higher social value. And since teenage youth felt pressure to collect and distribute the images, predators will pretend to be teenagers to collect those images to, again, increase their collection. In fact, I even made a video about how one of these comm servers were owned by a predator. Like, this actually happens. I'm not talking out of my ass. But with these comm servers, it has also resulted in another problem.
This is the perfect pair.
No free ads, no free ads, no free ads. Just kidding. I'm not that famous or rich. I'm not nobody.
Sellers. With those e-gangster servers, you had those e-guys giving e-money to their e-girls.
Bro, none of these motherfuckers are rich.
And what ended up happening,
there's little 17-year-olds who freaking scam their neighbor's credit card for a fucking pair of AirPods, and they think they're fucking full-fledged Russian hackers.
Girls realized that this could be a job. In fact, here's a screenshot of someone's Discord profile. I have censored everything for obvious reasons, but you can see their pronouns are she and her, and in their about me, they say hi. 14, an invite link to a Discord server, and it says only DM if buyer or friend.
What the
girls have
actual
realized is that instead of having their e-relationship with their comboy, instead they can just sell photos to anyone that pays for it. And I want to point out that you might think the problem is just girls, but I have been sent by a viewer this person here, and the name behind this was a dude's name, and they said, I'm 15 and mostly a bottom. I sell pictures. I'll basically do almost anything intercourse DLC wise, but I do have some exceptions, and I don't want to read this. And just when I thought I hated myself by reading this, he continues on by saying, please send me unsolicited pics and rape threats. Sometimes